Welcome into our daytime studio kitchen on this Food City Friday. We are talking about something everybody seems to be talking about. That is protein. We have registered dietitian Chastity O'Quinn joining us for an important conversation. I feel like after the new year especially, everybody's talking about these high protein diets.
Yeah, absolutely. And protein has been in the spotlight, for some time now. But I wanted to do a focus on that because now we have a new tag at Food City. It's a good source of protein tag, and it just kind of helps guide you to pick those protein choices up where you may not even think about having protein.
Because I think when we think about protein, everybody thinks about the meat part of your plate. That's your protein. But there's a lot of other different ways. But obviously, the meat is very important.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to get a good source of protein from your salmon, which has got omega-3s in it too, right? So it's going to provide you with more vitamins and minerals that you need throughout your day or week. So definitely the meat sources is very good.
And I see some sardines over there. You've also done something with some beef stew.
Yes, I just threw some beef stew in a slow cooker with some veggies there. Threw in some good cauliflower for that fiber. We're kind of hitting on that from time to time now. So yes.
Okay, and that's a wonderful thing, especially if you're out and you have both people working, to throw something in the crock pot. You've got the meat already sliced and ready to go in the meat department.
I love it. And this is a lean source, so just slow cook for a long period of time will make it very tender and good. Yep.
Yes, and that gravy that you've got on it looks really good as well.
Yeah, I just used some beef broth and some of our Food City pot roast seasoning.
Very nice. And then there's some other forms of protein that we may not think about that also offer some good sources.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like we have the red lentil pasta, 25 grams of protein and 2 ounces for that. So
red lentil pasta. Wow. And different recipes on the back I see too, so you can just kind of boil that up, and just getting even a small portion really gives you some protein.
Yeah, absolutely. And check out our website as well. We have some pasta recipes that you can integrate this in there as well.
That is wonderful. Have you tried it? It looks really good.
Yes, I do love it. And it's good in a cold pasta. I like that. You can chop up some cucumbers, some, blue cheese, throw some olive oil. Yeah.
Oh, that's a wonderful option.
I like it that way as well.
Good to know. And then over here you've got some different nuts.
Yes. Pistachios. I love pistachios. They call that the skinny nut, right? So just for 1 ounce of that, you're going to get a good amount of protein. 6 grams of protein, I believe. Yeah, so that's good. So throwing that in some yogurt that's got about 15 grams, you're going to inch up to that 20 to 30 mark, and that's kind of what we're looking for each meal, is anywhere from 20 to 30 grams of protein each meal, depending on your age and what you need in your physical activity. So.
And I'm loving too when you come to like the yogurt section, you guys have those great tags so we can really shop and compare and get what you're looking for.
Yeah, because you do have to be careful with yogurt, right? Because it can be just as sweet as ice cream. So you want to be very careful and look for the dietitian's pick, look for the good source of protein, and that'll guide you with that. But it's a good choice because we tend to get most of our protein in the afternoon, later parts of the day. And we do need to try to strive for getting that protein in the morning. So looking for that protein, or having cottage cheese and fruit. That's a good thing to add to your breakfast. So just making sure that you start your day out with a protein that's going to help you feel fuller longer.
Okay. Cottage cheese, a good source. And then hearing a lot about this one, kefir, right?
Yep.
Okay.
It's like a liquid yogurt. It's good. It's got a lot of probiotics in it, good for your gut. It's going to help with your immune system. It helps with indigestion. Chris has talked about that when I've been on here before. He likes the kefir. But it is an acquired taste. It's something, I don't know if you've tried it.
I have tried it. I did. And I tried like kind of the fruitier one. I see this one is plain. You do have to develop, you just can't be expecting, I think I was thinking about like a ready to go smoothie, just, and so I got that wow, this is, but to know that you're getting all those vitamins and minerals in that,
Right.
it's so good for you. And you said you can do some things to help with the flavor.
You can. I mean, you can add it to a smoothie. You can add fruit to it. And you can buy the ones that already are sweetened with fruit. But those do have a higher content of sugar in it, so I'm going to recommend that you do it that way. Add your fruit, put it to a smoothie, do it your own way if you want to cut back on that sugar.
And I feel like that's great advice anytime you're making smoothies. If you can make it at home and control what goes in.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then I see over here we've got edamame, we've got string cheese, so some other fun ways to get your protein.
Yeah, absolutely. Throwing some string cheese in with maybe an apple in your purse or your bag throughout the day. I mean, that's a good snack. Just, you want to pair your protein with your fruit. That's a good way to get that feeling of fullness, and it's going to help you manage your digestion with the fruits. The protein is really good for that.
It's fun to look at the different sources. I always think about my meats, and then I try to, you know, obviously we have the red meats, but also I see you have like ground turkey over there, ground chicken, so some other ways to get the protein.
Yeah, absolutely. You could do some ground turkey with a red lentil pasta, right?
Nice.
Do some red sauce with that. That would be good.
That
Yep.
sounds really good. And we know protein, of course, it's kind of the trendy thing to be talking about, but it truly is so important for our body's fuel.
It is. I mean, it is the building blocks. You've heard this. I mean, our immune system, our antibodies are made of protein. So we definitely need to make sure that we're hitting that. And as we age and we have muscle loss, protein is going to help combat that as well. And that's going to help with motility, right? And your balance, and just making sure that you have that strength as you're aging as well.
So important. And you said this is now on the tag, so we can look for it.
Yes, good source of protein, so look for that. All of these options are a good source of protein and dietitian's pick, so you may see a double up on some of that, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, you want to double up on the tags. I love that you guys do that throughout the store. It makes shopping so much easier.
Absolutely.
All right, Chastity, thanks so much for joining us. Great information on protein. If you want to learn more, you can always go to the website. That's foodcity.com.